is by addressing the factors of productivity. Then we hope we can change, we can restructure the society towards a productive middle class and a skilled working class, a productive middle class and a skilled working class. There's no other way, there's no other way. So really the problem of Uganda is the distorted structure of the society. The structure is still distorted. It is half, it is under processed. It is not ancient, it's not modern, it is suspended. But the plan is to modernize it by pushing it towards a productive middle class and a skilled working class. And what are the stimuli? The stimuli to do that are to make it easy to create wealth. How do you make it easy to create wealth? First of all, to assist the farmers to farm in a modern way, to go from subsistence farming to commercial farming. Secondly, to make the cost of money for production, to make it cheaper. So you go to UDB now to give soft loans for agriculture and for manufacturing and for services. Then adequate and cheap electricity. Adequate and cheap electricity. And then low cost of transport. Low cost of transport for cargo. And then education and health. Education and health. Of course, you also need security. You need peace. There's no way you can have the rights you are talking about. You cannot have them if you have got a Brazil type of situation, which is, these people have a word which I don't think the Europeans have it, okona. Okona, when the food is undercooked. Because this is the problem. You have started the cooking, but you have not done it properly and you have not concluded. This is the problem we are having here. So that's how I look at the population. When you talk about population, for me, you go back to socio-economic transformation. You cannot go on with working only for the stomach. You cannot have such a situation and you think you have got a good quality of life. You may immunize, you may do this, but there are things like for instance, stunted growth. Children who don't get enough nutrition. This is a question of knowledge. It's not a question, it's not that there's no food. But the people, the mothers don't know how to feed the children. Some of the people in the towns don't have the money to buy the food. But I think the biggest problem is knowledge for the malnutrition. Because you see, a modern economy depends on the 4 factors of production. You have the land, meaning natural resources. You have labor which must be skilled. Now the labor here is not skilled. You have capital, but you also have entrepreneurship. But you cannot have a sufficiently entrepreneurial society if you have got a large portion of pre-capitalist social formation. People who don't understand the value of profit. You see, the big instrument of capitalism was profit. The concept of profit.
30 years, meaning that 33.5 million of our population are below 30 years. Very important structure, because these are young people who are active, innovative, energetic, and they require us, as we are doing, to be given skills to take advantage of their energies to develop our economy. Out of this, 47.9%, which is 20.5 million, are young people below the ages of from 0 to 14 years. This has both sides. The first one, it poses a challenge of dependency. The second one, it requires us really to handle the issues of nutrition and child development at this level. In terms of the quality of our population, Your Excellency, we see the infant rate since 1986 dropping down. It was 122 in 1986. As we speak, it is 43. Maternal mortality rate is also continues to come down. Another important indicator of the quality of education is the life expectancy, which has grown from 43 years in 1991 to 63.3 years. It's important because this quality of the population, when we're measuring it, we look at the education, we look at the nutrition and other issues. So the fact that it is growing, it actually shows that the quality of our population is improving and improving tremendously. We still have a huge challenge in our population. Out of the 8.9 households in Uganda, 68.9 live in subsistence economy. This has been one of your major focus, and it's one of the our major focuses as we move forward, and we are putting in place programs to make sure that we lift this portion of our households from subsistence to money economy through programs like Myoga, microfinance, and others. We also see that out of this population, 25% of the young people, young girls between the ages of 13 and 19, who are supposed to be going to school, we have that challenge of early pregnancy. In other words, out of every 4 girls between the ages of 13 and 19 get pregnant. And this has both health implications and also the fact that they should be in school. They get, again, to handle those issues. So given your strong leadership and program of industrialization, import substitution, we think that as the population continues to grow in terms of quantity, we are also coping with the required quality of life. And I think when these programs continue to be implemented well, we'll continue to see the health of our population improving.
The COVID-19 pandemic has taken a really staggering toll on people's lives, communities, and economies everywhere. But not everyone is affected equally. Increasingly, we have reports globally and also in Uganda of women and girls facing more challenges. The gravity of the pandemic on the situation and women and girls needs to be highlighted.